Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Brenda. And for today's vlog, I'm going to explain to you all about this manage isolation and quarantine. So without further ado, let's start. Guys, why am I going to explain this managed isolation and quarantine? Because me and my son experience the whole thing about this, the 14 days quarantine. Many of my friends ask me if how did I do it, what is the process. So might as well I'm going to share you through this vlog. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about how did it paano nag-start talaga yung the whole process from our flight from Cebu. So as you know, I'm Cebuana, and then up to here when we reached in New Zealand. So my son and I are from Philippines kasi doon ako nanganak. So nung nabuntis ako, 'di ba, I'm really from New Zealand, and then nung nabuntis kasi ako, doon ako doon ako nabuntis, and then doon ko pinalaki si baby from birth to 1 year old plus. And then, so we are both residents and also my son. And so bumalik lang dito na una ang husband ko. And then kaya sumunod kami ni baby and ako. So because of the COVID, so naabutan kami. That's why we have to undergo this MIQ, or the Managed Isolation and Quarantine. So basically, no, first flight namin is from Cathay Pacific. So siguro one of the advantages lang of these COVID times is during the flight is that the airport itself is quiet, peaceful, and the airline itself, the aircraft itself is very limited passengers. So ours is Airbus, and we're only like 25 of us. So it's one of the advantages on my part, because for the whole row, so I can let my son go walk from the end of the row up to my spot without even wala akong worries, because wala nga kaming katabi or something. And then at the back of the whole row is still empty, and then doon na naman merong passenger. So maybe that's what I am grateful as well. However nga, because of the COVID, so it is very nerve-wracking. So nakakatakot pa rin mag-flight, syempre, 'di ba? You know, because syempre, lalo I have a baby. So actually hindi siya baby, toddler na siya eh. Tapos lalaki pa. So 'di ba, totoo 'yun, malikot talaga ang mga lalaki. So mga baby boys, so malilikot talaga. So from Cebu, doon mismo sa airport nga. So, ayun, konti lang, and then everything goes well. And then we fly from Cebu to Hong Kong. So, Cebu to Hong Kong is 3 hours. And then the problem is that the layover in Hong Kong is less than 1 hour. And I think most of you know na the Hong Kong airport is very big. Like when I went with my sisters before, like years ago, kaya namin kasi kami lang eh. But in my case, right now, me and my son only, and I have this huge backpack. And then, with that backpack, meron ding naka-attach pa yung maliliit na bags with the nappies or diapers, and then extras, lots and lots of milk powders and water. So, because I can't afford to lack the food and the needs of my son, okay na ako wala. Basta for my son is meron. So, kaya kailangan kong dalhin lahat. And I am just blessed that the head of the crew, flight crew, is very generous enough. So she's very generous na tumawag siya sa ground passenger flight attendant. Tinawagan niya na there's someone really needs assistance. So may nagdala ng backpack ko kasi karga ko pa ang anak ko. So it was really heavy, and we have to run because it's less than 1 hour, and then super layo. So After that, yun na nga, of course, praise God, nakarating na doon sa airplane. So, ang airplane namin na magka-carry lang is Air New Zealand kasi yun lang ang allowed. So, that's why. So, we transferred to Air New Zealand. That time, hindi na ganun ka same sa medyo maluwag sa ano. So, there are 2 seats apart na lang. So, there are 2 seats apart kasi medyo marami na nga nag-uuwian. So this one, if you can say, welcome pack, it's a managed isolation facility for returnees to New Zealand. So this one are only available for the people that are residents and citizens here in New Zealand. So in short, hindi pa sila tumatanggap ngayon ng mga tourist. So we are lucky enough to come to New Zealand, to return to New Zealand despite of these COVID times. So, ang nangyari again is that, so from Air New Zealand to here in Auckland, so let's say 11 to 12 hours. So, ayun, super haba, diba? And that was the first time ng anak ko na super layo ng travel. Kasi syempre first time na dito dumating eh. Kasi diba nga nanganak ako sa Cebu. So, I am just very thankful. So, prayers are really answered and prayers do really work. Miracles do happen because everything goes well. Like, more on tulog siya. Although, naglalaro siya, but then he's more behaved. And then, yun lang, kain lang siya ng kain. So, pinapakain ko lang siya. And then, tulog ng tulog. And then, me at all, as in, buti may energy pa talaga kasi wala akong tulog from Cebu. And knowing that I am from Cebu province. So hindi ako from Cebu City. So from my province, so South Cebu province to the airport is 3 hours. So that's included to our trip. So yun nga, honestly, I can't imagine myself na nakaya, but then everything I just really rely on to God, and then I just pray everything, and then yes, everything is possible and everything is a miracle. Okay, so yun na nga. So, to cut the story short, so dumating na kami sa New Zealand. We thought that sa Auckland na kami magko-quarantine because it's really given. So, once you book a flight to any airlines coming here, you need to provide, you need to log in to this New Zealand government, the managed isolation allocation voucher. So this one. So before kami nagpunta dito, so I have the ticket, of course I have the passport and our residence visas, and then this is very important right now. So the New Zealand government managed isolation allocation voucher. So the allocation voucher, it means that once you present this to the New Zealand migration or the customs, so ibig sabihin na you are already registered and being allocated to one of the hotels. And take note, this is free. And now, naririnig ko, I'm not sure if totoo ba o hindi, but they said na even though daw pag resident is you need to pay. But us, my son and I, we did not pay anything, even $1 cents, wala. Lahat free. Okay? So the 14 days stay that we had is all free, and it is very, very nice hotel. It was Commodore Hotel in Christchurch. So, ang nangyari is, I really thought na Auckland lang kami. So, praise God, okay na, nandito na kami. So, at least near lang because we live in Auckland. But then, when we landed, so the flight attendant told us, we're very sorry to inform you, but all of the Auckland isolation quarantine hotels are fully booked. So, we will transfer you to Christchurch and you have to wait for further details. So, ayun na. So, akala ko okay na. At least makarating na kami sa hotel. So, I think we have to wait for 2 to 3 hours again at the airport for us to be allocated. Ita-transfer na naman kami ng airplane. So, again, it's free. So, yun na naman. Advantage pa rin. Grateful and thankful pa rin, diba? So, we need to transfer from Auckland to Christchurch. And it's only 1.5 travel. So when we arrive, I just want to commend all of the nurses, Navy, the armies, all of the hotel facilitators, the nurses, they are very friendly. So they really welcome us, and especially ako, kasi ako lang kasi yung may baby eh. So ako lang may anak, nakasabayan ko talaga from the flight. So parang sila ano sila din, tumutulong din, like lalo I have two big luggages, so um they help me to get some of my stuff. So still blessed, still thank you, Lord. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you right now, yes, so this one I really keep this. So I kept this one, Commodore Hotel New Zealand. So this is, there's a letter that welcome to New Zealand, Brenda and Brent. So and there are instructions. So inside the quarantine, what you're gonna do is first things first, when you arrive, so of course they welcome you, and then after 1 hour siguro, I think, so the nurses and other health staff will come to you, knock on the door, and then check the temperature right away, and then ask for the symptoms, like diba, coughing, anong tawag dito, sneezing, runny nose. So praise God, wala kami ni baby noon. Oh, and before that, when you arrive at the airport, they will check also right away the your temperature. Okay, so here, these are the contents. So when you arrive, yep, so when you arrive, here are the contents. So yep, you have so many time in the world to read that one if kayo na ang try na naman dito. So biggest things for being kind, so like this. And one thing that I really appreciate is that, diba, I have a son. So every day, they always provide new toys. And again, it's free by the Ministry of Education here. So they give different toys for my son. And then they call us every day. How are we doing? Imagine 14 days we're being isolated. So at the end of my video, I'm gonna play some slideshow, and then pictures of how me and my son doing, and then also the food. Okay, so I really gained a lot of weight when we stay there for 14 days, because the allocation for the kid, like you say, I thought a pizza is a slice of pizza because it's for a kid, but then they will provide you a box of pizza, and that's for every meal if you like. And then they have this amazing application on the phone. It is Serve Me Up, and then there's an instruction there, so you need to order a day before for the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all the desserts in the world. So yun nga, so mabubusog ka talaga. So what I'm thinking just that time is that not just the COVID, but also it's also a staycation for my son and I. So yeah, it's definitely about this everything in here. So it's just how would you do, so if anything happens, if you are positive. So from day 1, check lang nila ang temp mo. They gonna do test for day 3 and day 12. So day 3, yun, chinek kami. And yun, swab test talaga. So nakaiyak ako, but anak ko hindi. So brave daw siya. And then again, so after 24 hours, they will call you that, oh hello, this is let you know they have negative results, and then wait for again for 12th day, and then another swab test, and then on the 13th day, 24 hours, yun, tatawag na sila again for the results. So if anything happens, for example nga nag-positive ka bigla, so you will get transferred again to isolated area talaga, and then yun, you need to stay another 14 days. So it takes a lot of prayer, it takes a lot of strength. So guys, this is the sample of this is the Canterbury Health Laboratory. So Canterbury because we are being quarantined in Christchurch. So result siya, so the novel coronavirus RNA PCR is not detected. So same as my son's. So ayun, yun siya, and everything is free. So, 'di ba, yung ibang ano is kailangan mo magbayad. But then, praise the Lord, libre to. So again, I'm not sure if it's really true na even daw ang residents dito ngayon na pupunta is magbayad ng $3,000 daw. So I'm not really sure. So I think all you have to do is check the New Zealand immigration, um, and also check this the managed isolation allocation voucher. The allocation voucher is very very needed, especially daw today na if ikaw daw magbayad is you need to have the allocation voucher so that there will be ikaw parang i-allocate ka talaga ng hotel because as of the moment nga punuan talaga, so marami na nang dun nagbalikan. So especially knowing the status here in New Zealand, so New Zealand now is known for being almost COVID free na. So marami ng mga residents all around the world na nagsisibalikan na. So again, make sure to ask, email, or call, or search on the website, the New Zealand immigration website, about how true is it that you have to pay, or is it still free up to now. Okay? So, ayun. So, every other day, the nurses will check my son and I, and then another one is from yun, tumatawag sila, how are we doing, so parang support staff sila, support community. And then also actually they encourage us to go out, and not in the go out outside the hotel but go out inside the hotel lang. And then there is an area where I can exercise daw and the baby can roam around, but then it's still for my safety. So 14 days nag-lock in talaga kami ni baby. And then yun, as in nag-play lang kami, and then hintay lang talaga ng 14 days para lang maging okay. So I did not hindi ako sugal. So para lang yun lumabas talaga kasi yun nga mahirap na, 'di ba? And then this one so we came out at 31st of October, and this is the managed isolation completion date. So if everything is okay, so check, swab test check, everything is okay. So they will tell you that we're pleased to confirm you have completed the necessary requirements for isolation after arriving in New Zealand. So you have been cleared to leave following a health assessment and receiving a negative day 12 COVID-19 test result. So ayun, so parang we are all in this together and by the head of managed isolation and quarantine. So this is like the ending letter, the thank you letter, and confirming that we are COVID free and we are also ready to be with our loved ones. So guys, for people out there that are planning on coming back here in New Zealand, I hope I can be of any help. And if you have any other questions, just comment down below. And again, on the end of this video, I'm just going to do quickly some slideshow photos, and I don't think I have videos, so just some photos of what's inside, especially the food that was being served, and it was really good. And yeah, so again, this is the welcome pack, and then everything that you know is there. And then again and again, make sure to check the website so before anything else, and you can ask me anything so I can reply as well based on my knowledge, and also I can be of any help. So for those who are planning to come back here, have a safe travel, and don't forget to pray. Especially there's always a swab test na, and then there's a new variant na naman for the virus. So we will just keep on praying, guys, and then hopefully the world will heal and everything will be okay soon. So as of the moment, so we will just have to maybe refrain from traveling muna ng outside of our bubble. So we need to help also our country, our world, to be more safe, and also for the benefit of ourselves and our families. So I think this is all for my vlog today, and I hope you find it informative. And I thank you so much again for subscribing. So I'm almost up to 1,000 subscribers na. So I hope you will continue to support me, and I can assure you that my vlog will be always knowledgeable, informative, and also fun. So bye guys for now, and God bless us all.